G'day folks, X-Ray Racer 1 here with part B of my locomotive review of the Trains SW9 switcher locomotive. Part B will be hopefully will be the first successful run of this locomotive. I'll get to why I said hopefully in a second, but I'll just give you a quick recap of this locomotive. It is by Trains. It is an SW9 switcher locomotive in US Army colours. It is DC powered, and this locomotive uses a lifelike chassis or lifelike mechanism. So by that it is Trains make their own shell and they put it on a lifelike chassis. Now, to get to why I said hopefully this will be its first run, I noticed something after I did the part A of this review, I had a look at it and I was wondering why it wasn't sitting on the rails properly. And you know how you get like a crooked chair and how it rocks from side to side because one leg is slightly shorter than the other? Well, that's what this locomotive was doing on the tracks. And this was in my office on a test track that I got just to test my locomotives. And I thought, oh, well, maybe the track's just warped. However, when I put it on the flat table in my office, it was doing the same thing. So what it was the front truck here was, instead of being flat like that, it was crooked. And I thought, oh, well, maybe it's just isn't pushed in properly. So I tried pushing it in, nothing. So I pulled it apart, and when I pulled the front truck off, I noticed that the moulding was faulty. And by faulty I mean it was lopsided, so didn't matter what you did, the front drive truck would be crooked. So I put a post on a particular group, N-Scale Train group on Facebook, and I was talking about it, and I'm a little disappointed. Anyway, so one of the guys from Trains got into contact with me through Facebook, and he's going to send me out a replacement one. So thumbs up to Trains for helping customers out. So enough talking about that. So we'll see how we go. Now, being US Army, I don't have any military stuff. So anyway, I had bought some Trains undecorated boxcars, so I decided to paint them in an army green. So why not have some? So I thought, why not have them to go with the locomotive? So I'll just zoom out, and you can see them there. So I'll just reverse it up. We'll see how we go. Alright, so what I'll do is, bear with me a sec, I'll take the camera off and I'll get it situated on my hand, and we will see how we go. I'll just move the stand out of the way. Alright, so let's see how it goes. I'll take it off slowly, and we'll do a slow run because I just want to see how this goes. It's probably a little bit hard to tell because of the other locomotive running. It's quite noisy. And so far so good. We took that curve alright. It's like I said, it's a little bit hard to tell, but I can tell it's a little bit noisier than the Kato and Atlas locomotives that I have. Now I am just going to take this slowly just to see how it goes and negotiates the curves. But so far it seems to be handling it okay. But as you can see, I painted the box cars in a matching army green colour. Well, so far it's navigated the layout all right. And it doesn't seem to want to jump the track, which is a plus. But what I will do is, for this part, because I'm using the original front truck, like I said, one of the guys from Micro Trains got into contact with me about a replacement. So what I'll do is I will replace this front truck, and in part C, in between part B and part C, I'll do my usual running tests, but I will also see how it goes in repair and things like that. You probably can't hear, but it is a little bit noisier than the other locomotives. So yeah, in between part A and part B, what I will do is I'll do a series of tests, and that will, what I will do is I will do the tests after I have repaired the front truck, or replaced it rather, and I will give you my final thoughts in part C. So until that time, hope you've enjoyed the first run of the locomotives. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, drop a comment down below, and stay tuned for part C, guys.